Hello, hello, y'all. I am going live a little late. Um, I just ate an artichoke. How many loves artichokes? Artichokes! I had cooked it wrong, or started it wrong, so my husband had to finish it. And he, of course, knows how to cook it. I was steaming it, and it was going to take too long, and he boiled the dickens out of it, so that's what we got. So I kind of gave a little teaser, but I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. I'm doing something a little bit different. So this is this is a surface that's in our store. It is a reusable surface. It can be painted. It can be a lot of things done with it, but I wanted to go into the store part and see if I can't find that. We're going to use this as a background. This is my plan now. This is like not tried and true. And we're going to incorporate this little guy on here somehow. I promise. So this is called, I forgot what it's called. Hold on. I really like these little boards because you can do a lot with them. It's a gold, but you can paint this. I had thought about painting it, but I think I'm going to take some Rub and Buff silver and change it to silver, because silver will go better in my eyes with the different ribbons and what have you that I'm going to use. So just a second. I didn't have my act together. That's not good, is it? Didn't have the act together. I'm working on, here it's called, oh no, that's not it. Well, maybe we don't have it anymore. So, okay, so this is, I was looking at the False embroidery hoop. So the False or faux embroidery hoop is the item that you can get this week on Black Friday sale. It's 50% off. It's round as well, but not a frame. It has like it looks like an embroidery hoop, but the inside of it is like kind of wood type of thing. So this is not on the menu. So I'm putting the faux embroidery hoop on the menu, and that is what you would get to use this with. Yep, that's what you'd get. So let's put it in the cart. And I'm going to use black paste. And the transfer, of course, is available. So I put that in the cart. Black paste. Well, if I have anyone with me, I thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that you will say something. I hope that you will escape the love right out there all over the place. Let the love escape. Okay, so let's put our paste. I think 1 packet of paste would be all that would be necessary for this. So, here we go. create a cart link. I did put a squeegee in, but you could go in there and shop for anything you want to when you get to the spot. Okay, cart link copied. Let's go back to the cart, and clear it. So that is what we're going to do. We're just going to make this happen at this point, because that's just what I'm going to do. And I apologize for that. I'm learning what I'm doing, so work with me. Please, please indulge me. If I had that embroidery hoop, it's a little bit bigger and it will look a lot better. I almost think I should wait till I get it, but I have it ordered. That's all I can say. Let's work with this. This will give you a idea of what's going to happen and what we're going to do. So this transfer is our D size. It's our biggest size transfer, 18 by 18, and it's a background. Basically, a background transfer is how I feel about it. And I have 2 of them, so I'm going to hope, and there you can see I've cut apart mine. One is solid, has not been cut, so they can be cumbersome to work with, but I'm wanting to see if this will work. Because I'm going to do all this in black, but we won't get the impact that way. So we're going to do it this way. It will work. It will, it will, it will. So I'm going to fuzz this transfer a little bit. I think it has been, I have used it, yes, because it's got lint and fuzz on the back from being used already. Clearly. Try to get this little string off, because the string is inside the screen and that would impede the paste from going through. We're going to use black, and I did put that in the, just our black velvet. I did put that in the shopping cart. Let's see if we can make this happen. I'm going to put that right there. I have my turntable. I didn't want to use this turntable because I'm working on trying to fix this to get it. It's really heavy, but we're going to work with it. I'm going to go with it. Okay, I'm here. I'm Lindell. I'm probably embarrassed and ashamed to tell you that at this point. I'm Lindell, and I'm from South Carolina. Don't hold it up against me, please. I want to try and get enough pattern to show. So we're getting a little bit of all of it. Yeah, because this and this are a little different, and then the center one, of course, is. So our transfers are, we need to move this over. Our transfers are like a fabric vinyl fabric, and they are easily like put down into places where they'll fit. In other words, it's like a cloth. So I'm putting it down with the sticky back, and I'm gonna make it go right around here, and we're gonna do it that way. I think it'll work awesome here. I think it will work. So I'm sticking it, and this is not as tacky because there's not much on the bottom here to stick. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a lot of screen right there with a few little dots. So, excuse me, we'll have to work that, make sure that works to our advantage. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, because it is hard to make it stay, is I'm going to use some, oh, where's my painter's tape? Here it is. I'm going to use some painter's tape, and this will, I hope, prevent my black paste from getting onto anything I don't want it on, which is like this. We don't want it to be on the frame. I'm going to rub the frame, and I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to rub the frame, I think, with silver Rub and Buff, and that should switch us from gold to silver and give us a nice, I want to get this part done first so that we can hopefully, the rest of it's going down nicely. I mean, it's fine. It's not having a problem. You don't want any bubbles under here. So this is not like a task that's perfectly easy to do. Boy, let me tell you, I want it to be on here. Okay. I think you probably can figure out what I'm trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is just make sure we don't get it on this frame. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with the masking tape. You can use painter's tape, masking tape. We have a tape as well, but I'm going to use this. And I'm going to go really first and work this bottom part with my paste so I can get that out of the way. My goodness. Well, I know it's there. I don't know what's happening to the strength in my hands and arms. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug my glue gun in, because at some point here, and it won't take that long, we'll be ready to use it. Got to get that Santa to stick somehow. So here we go. We're going to get enough paste to work this without getting it on anything else. That's our plan. So we really need enough of it. And I feel like I'm not getting enough. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all, this could be a total fail. But I'm going to roll with it, and you know what? It's a project that, okay, I'm done with that. Let's get the rest of it done, and we can pull this off. And it's really better to take a little stir stick and glob some paste out onto the transfer and then work with that. I'm doing it the hard way, because I just tend to be hard-headed, quite a bit hard-headed. I don't want this to go on the... I'm not sure the Rub and Buff will cover it if I got black on the frame. I don't think it would, but we can wash it off. Okay, so I feel like that is covered well. Now we'll work this one, and I'm gonna get a stir stick here, and let's glob some paste on so we know what we've got here. We want paste, plenty of paste. What you don't use goes back in the jar, and it's used again. So here we go. I think I got some onto the frame, but that's okay. I'm really trying hard not to put my sleeve in it. I don't know if it would be noticeable with this top being the print it is. Okay, let's pray for that. Let's pray. I'm going to pray that that worked. I'm going to say thank you for whatever I got out of this that works. So I'm peeling and revealing. There was a piece of lint there, but that's okay. By the time we put a ribbon on the top up there, you're not going to see that at all. Ooh, we have black everywhere. So we're done with our pasting. There was quite a bit of it there. So I mainly wanted a background. Oh, Lindell. Look what Lindell did. I wanted a background behind this Santa. Just a tiny bit. So what I'm doing now is trying to ease it off here. Make sure it's not on the frame. Too much. Too much. My ribbon's going to go up on top anyway, so you won't see it. But I don't like messy done stuff, so it's not my style. It's not my style. I wouldn't offer it. Oh, my goodness, I have stuff all over me. Okay. So this is... That was a reflection. This is what we have. I want to be really careful, because the more I fool around with it, the worse it's going to get. Okay, so we have that. And I probably have it all over the back, because I had it on my hands. That's okay. Let's get rid of this before I have a major mistake. I'm going to dry this a little with heat tool, and then we're going to figure out. And what I see here is that there was a piece of lint. You can see it right here in the thing there. So it's like this. But what did I say? I think when this is dry, I'm going to do the rub and buff, the silver rub and buff on the frame. That was kind of a lot of paste, so we want to make sure it's really dry. And I'm just thinking it's not going to look too bad. The little guy's not going to look bad on there. I would have liked a plaid background, but I think the stripes are going to contrast. And I have some ribbons. This is a black velvet. I think it's really pretty. I found that today at Walmart, so I didn't need more ribbon, but I got more ribbon. So ribbon will keep for a long time. That's how I look at it. It will keep for a long, long time. It doesn't spoil. So, trying to think if I would want to put the bow in a different spot, but nope, I think we're going to go with this. I think we're good. We're good with our... So the Rub and Buff is just, this is Silverleaf, it says, and it's just a tube. And I'm going to be pretty careful to stay on the outer edge of this frame. Carefully. And it smooths really nice. And it gives a great coverage. And then I think you buff it and it shines a bit. I just haven't, I haven't used the silver but a couple of times. We'll be putting it on the chain as well. But we'll make it go as far as we can. See, it's on the back. Look at that. It makes a whole different look. It won't take very much at all. We'll take a paper towel, I think, and buff it. But I want to make sure I stay away from the inner part until I know. I think I'll use like a tiny little brush to go with the inner right inside. And we may not even need that because this is pretty, my fingers are silver. Silverleaf, I didn't need that much, but let's cover the whole thing. I have way more than I needed probably on my fingers. And it's going all back here. Okay. I may paint the back side, but I don't think that's necessary at this point. Let's get the whole frame done, and then I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna do the chain right now because I want that chain. I don't want it to touch anything and get Silverleaf all over. But maybe I'll just try this. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're just dulling it up a little is what we're doing with this, and it won't hurt a thing. It won't be gold, so gold anymore. So, this went pretty well, actually. So now we have silver. And I think it's gonna be fine. Oh, I can't touch it right now. What did it? Oh. I have black all over me. I need to spray my transfer. Hold on just a second. Be right back. I need to mist it with some water until I can take it to the sink and wash it. And I'll cover it with a couple of baby wipes. I said the other day I'm trying to rid myself of these because they're terrible. I have new ones waiting to use. Okay. That keeps it damp until I can go take it and wash it so the paste doesn't dry in the screen. And it's a simple little... So now, let's get the Silverleaf off of our fingers as much as we can before we touch anything else. And I'm going to buff it a little bit with a piece of paper towel. I probably have silver leaf all in my nails. Oh my word. Oh my word, I have it all over me. We can't. So let's see here. Oh, it shines really nice. Makes it really shine when you buff it. I've put it on wood and not buffed it. I've just rubbed it, and it still gives a antique-y look. But when you buff it, it's got a bit of a shine. And then you put it on your finger, and put it on your board. And remember I told you this surface is washable. But I don't know if Silverleaf comes off, probably not. So we try to keep it off our finger. Okay, here we go. This is how we're gonna do it. Because it's not dry completely. We want to get it as dry as we can so we don't get it on anything. This little frame is not wood, so it doesn't seep in. It's a, you know, it's a surface that, so without looking at that, look at that, see, what do you think, see? So now we have silver. We want to get our little Santa on there. And we need to, I got this at Walmart today, and I thought it would be perfect to do something with. But I had no real idea in mind. We don't need his, we don't need a string on him. Let me take that off, okay. So he's flat on the back. I'm sure if you, I only just yesterday saw, and now he's coming apart right here. Walmart decorations. I had not been in there, so I hadn't really seen anything. But I am going to see how we want him to go. I don't know if you can see that. How that looks. I can't see my comments, so I'm really sorry I can't speak with you guys. Thank you so much for, I do see hearts coming. So I'm working on trying to learn to figure out the comment thing. Isn't that going to be cute? I think it's going to be really cute. And then when you start talking about, oh, this cording could have gone around. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. 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 See, I'm not happy with the inner part, as you can see, the way it looks. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the cording in here. Let's see how we can do that, if that's going to work for us. My glue gun should be hot, plenty hot. I want to make sure I don't get cords all tied up with each other. I just have the little one out, so let's start at the very top and start with a little bit of glue and lay it down, and I'm going to get these things that I don't use like I should. All of this is going to meld together. It's going to look really nice. I am really excited. I think this will look really nice. So let's get the left hand, because I'm left-handed, and use the right hand to do this glue. Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this. See, I told you I had no idea what I was going to do. I don't want to put too much glue because then it will show. I'll burn my fingers. Okay. Nice. I'm unhappy with that little silver spot that got on there, though. I'm not real happy with that, but I don't think we're going to see it when we get ribbon on. If we do, I will take some of my chalk paint and paint it. Paint over it. Probably don't have to glue every inch of it, but this way you don't have to worry about it buckling or coming apart. What do you think? We're gonna go with the flow here. I think it will be it will give a little finishing touch. And I'm going to tell you, I burned my fingers a while back putting a bow on. I was doing a video, and I made it a fast forward, but that's the first time I've actually burned my finger, and it was this finger, and it like took skin off, and now I'm like really nervous about it, and I've used the glue, hot glue, lots and lots and lots of times, but I just happened to hit that glue puddle, because I had a puddle I was putting a bow on, and I had a big glob of it. And I just happened to hit it just right with my finger. And I've felt the glue warm before, but I haven't like just really burned myself like that. So, and I have plenty of these little protectors, so I made a little warning with my video because I did a voiceover when I did it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have it, oops, don't come too close to, oh, mama. We're gonna move that, we have to move that away, okay. Get it out of there, okay. Okay, y'all, and here I am with my, again. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure before I snip it that it's down well, because this will ravel, and we do not want ravel. The beginning of it, I had put tape on. It had tape on it to start with. And this is perfect, so we're fine with that. We're good with that. Okay, y'all, I didn't talk to you. I'm just rambling and talking to myself and talking to the walls and whatever. I told you I think I'm Lindell from South Carolina. And I'm having fun tonight. I'm really having fun. I appreciate everyone that jumps on with me and watches with me. I'm learning, and I'm enjoying it. So I think that's going to be not too bad. We have a lot of different prints. So we have like stripes, and we have plaids, and we have, you know, we have what we have, and I think it'll be okay, because I think all that stuff just melds together. So I'm not doing anything else on him except ribbon. And I think that I've decided I'm going to do a messy bow on top, so I'm going to bring him down because that way we can see a nice messy bow across the top, a good bow across the top, and it'll cover where the cording comes together. This thing is like kind of coming apart here. I'm gonna, you know, I can't take it back to the store. I'm gonna fix it. I guess I could take it back to the store, but no, then we couldn't use it. So it's kind of like stuff is not made good anymore. You kind of just, you know, it's what it is. It's what it is. You cannot. I think this was like $2 and something. Well, I can tell you, can't I? Because I had pulled the tag off of it. $2.48. So I would not have gotten this under any other circumstances, but I saw that I just had a vision of putting it. So there we're good. So now we're going to get this little guy glued down. I want to make sure we have it centered. I know that's not going to be bad at all. It's just real puffy right here, so hopefully it'll all work well together. I'm going to use a lot of glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue, and usually that's a pretty good glue to use. I'm putting it everywhere because I'm going to mash this down. Hopefully. Let's hope. We're going to put him... If he's not in the center, it's too late now, boys. It's too late now. I'm going to stand up a moment, y'all, just a sec. I want to make sure I'm pressing it good. Because I'm kind of worried about it staying this. I'm not sure if it will. Let me take the glue gun. Oh, the glue gun can be stood up. See, I feel unsure about it. I used a good bit of glue too, but it's he needs a brace on the back. Hold on. Somewhere I have things. I have things. Let's see. I don't know if this works or not. My husband gave me these things. I want to, it's going to come off. The little guy is going to come off. So, see, I told him I didn't think that was going to work. I could cut it with mercy. Let's do something else. I could have scored it with, oh, it feels pretty good. I might not need that. I was thinking I would put something back there, but you know what? I think he's good. That Gorilla Glue's good. So there we have him. So let's start with our bows. Shall we do, let's do this black velvet. When I got this, I don't remember if I already had that Santa. I don't think I had the Santa in the cart yet when I saw it, and I thought to myself, I don't know if I'll use that, but then I remembered I had some of this black Christmas tree ribbon that I had no use for, that I didn't think I was going to use for anything. So let's go about like this. If it's too much, we will chop it off. But we're gonna do, we don't have, I mean, I'm just doing those basically 2 ribbons really, because the cording, I'm gonna wrap around it, I think. So I don't really have anything else to work with here, so sometimes less is more, because we already have a lot of busy here anyway, I think. With our plaids and our stripes and our blacks and our whites, I think we've got enough. I have a little trouble with my eyes tonight seeing, so I'm focusing. Okay. So a messy bow, and I'm sure most of you know what that is if you've been crafting or you've done crafting. Your size is whatever your size is for your project. And you just crisscross your ribbon in like an X. And depending on how many you use, sometimes if it's on a door round or something, it's good size you want to use. I would probably do 4 of these. I would do the first 2, and then I would do something like these 2, and then maybe another ribbon, 2 of them, and then come back with the black possibly and do more. But this is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to cinch it up here, and it's going to be okay. I think it'll be fine. The biggest thing is I'm trying to decide, do I want this to, I think I'm going to wrap this. I'm trying to put a little bit of glue on that. What to do with the things? The glue on the end of it so that it sticks. I mean, the twisty of it, the twine or the cording doesn't come apart. That's what I'm going after. Then I'm going to wrap it and wrap it. And I think 3 wraps is all that it really needs. But that's all that's holding it together, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go over and get myself a tiny zip tie. Because I have some. That's not so tiny, but I have some smaller than this, but we're going to zip tie it to make sure there's no doubt that this ribbon will stay cinched really nice. So let's make sure we have it correctly. Okay, wonderful. Okay, now we've got, I've already got this cording started, you know, the glue started, and it's going to cover, pretty much cover that wonky zip tie piece. I don't know if you can see that. The white ribbon in the front's bigger than the black ribbon. It's wider, so that's what we have. Worry not, it will get better. It'll get better, I promise. I want to cut this, but I want to put a little bit of tape on it just hold it together while I glue the rest of it, and it won't show. It's on the back, but it'll keep it all tight while I glue. I can cut that part off, glue it down. Be careful with my fingers. Press and hold. Just take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Ooh, that was stringy glue. Okay, I want it to stay though. Okay, now we have, I'll make sure that holds. It is not holding like I want it to. So y'all, I didn't press and hold enough. Before we can make this ribbon look beautiful, we must fix it. Ooh, that noise. I'm looking to see what else I have to work with. I don't think there's anything. I'm looking for trim. To go on the front. Yeah, bells is the only thing I can see, and I don't want to put bells on it. No, I think we'll leave well enough alone. We'll leave well enough alone with that. We don't want to do that. So, okay. We need to get our act together here, people. I need to get myself going. I'm gonna dovetail the ribbon ends so that it has a nice look. And this is a little long, so I'm gonna probably cut it off a little bit. Okay. This side is really a lot longer. I don't have the thing in the center, clearly. I didn't put the zip tie in the center like it should be. That's okay. We adjust it. I may never use this ribbon again. I mean, who knows? I wouldn't have pictured black Christmas trees on anything. It's just not something I would have done. But then when you start looking at themes and how people are doing so many different colors, and then they just go with that. I'm glad that when I put these two pieces together, I put the trees, I didn't reverse them and have trees upside down. I didn't even look at that. Okay, so this is what we're gonna have. I'm gonna have, we're gonna have just a simple, and I said we'd cover up that spot. We're gonna have a simple messy bow on here, and you know, I don't think it looks too bad. I think it looks, I didn't know how it was going to come together. I didn't have a plan per se. I had kind of a little vision, but then when you don't know, you probably should try something first before you go live. Try to make it, but then I thought, well, that's not going to be any fun to make it one time and then make it again. So this is how I would do it if you weren't watching. So you're seeing the real me, and I hope that you didn't mind watching and that you stick with me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the hearts. I do. I'm just me. That's all I can be. And like I said, I'm learning on this thing. It's I love to craft, and I love to make things, and I love to talk to people. So I mean, I'm not a real good talker, but I guess I am a good talker. So this little thing is sticking out here. That's the zip tie thing. And I said, I didn't cover it up completely. So I have, there was something I saw that I think I can put over it. No. I'll have to do something else, y'all. I'll have to figure something else out. I have some little stars, but I have other stuff. I have other embellishments. I'll do something else for it when I can get to my embellishments. They're in another box because I didn't plan that. Okay, so we have made, and what I wanted to tell you is this particular item is not available. But I substituted, if you look at the cart link, the 50% off. It's our faux embroidery hoop, and it is a beautiful piece. It doesn't have a chain on it, but it looks like an embroidery hoop. It's even got the little thing up here, but this is, it's board here. This one is reusable, but that one's not. It's just you do the same thing. It's a little bit, it's bigger. I forget what the dimensions are, but it would be great. It would be a great piece. And then you can always put your own hanger on the back. You can put them, you can hang it, or you can sit it in an easel. I like to sit some of my things, like I do the Dollar Tree pizza pans, and I've done a number of them. And I like to sometimes just sit them on an easel when they, you know, when you have done a nice scene on them and they look nice. And so I have taken what was gold and put silver leaf. I just rub and buff from the Rub and Buff store. I saw another decorator, another crafter using the Rub and Buff, and I really fell in love with it. I'm thinking she's Deb's New again or something. I can't remember, but she paints and she does a lot of things like really neat crafting. And so I found it at Hobby Lobby, and silver leaf Rub and Buff. I've got it all over my fingers. But anyway, it covers nice. It does a really nice job of covering. So I'm going to quit yakking. I'm going to let you go. It's really late, and I got on late tonight because I had a Bible study. And then I got home, and we had to eat our artichokes that my husband had cooked. So for anybody that knows anything about artichokes, it's like, I'm not really sure why people like them so much, but we eat them. We like them. So thank you a lot again for watching. I love you all. I appreciate you, and I hope you'll come back and watch me again. I'm going to try tomorrow for something a little different. I had been working on the village with our house cutouts, and you can get the house cutouts. We just can't get the transfer anymore to make it like a Christmas village. But I'm going to make 3 gingerbread houses tomorrow night without a transfer. I may use a transfer that's available of some sort that would be even something like this that puts stripes on the houses or something, but I'm going to make gingerbread houses out of them, and I'm going to do at least one for sure and add it to our village. So when I'm done with all this stuff, I'm going to do a reel with my village. I'm going to do a reel decorating my little tree with all the ornaments, and I'm trying to do primitive there. So you'll get to see that, and I appreciate it again. Go back and look at some of my reels I did in the beginning, September, I think it would be, maybe actually September 1st, I can't remember, but it was, I did a nativity, a primitive nativity, and they turned out really nice. I did a bunch of them with clothespin, with those clothespins that are not squeezy pegs, clothes pegs, and they look like they have a head on them already. So anyway, I did that. You can look and see, and they turned out really cute. So I will see you again. Love you all. God bless you. Good night.